Today's topic is letter management. I'm your host, Sumit Aman. I am in the quality control team of Mesh Group, and today I'll be going through the letter management system feature in our system. So the agenda of today's webinar are as displayed in the screen. So I'll be going through these topics. So I'll be going through the letter setup for reports in our system. And while doing so, I'll give you the overview of how letters are configured and customized in our system. And after creating letters for the reports that are available, our system allows you to generate the letters, and these generated letters can be directly sent as email, or they can also be saved as file, PDF file. And I'll be going through how you can manage the letters. So the sending of the letters, delivery by using delivery methods such as email and PDF, and other letter management features that are available. Likewise, I will also be going through the letter tracking history option provided in our system, which will allow you to access historical records of all previous letters that has been sent. And so you can also view the audits of the recipients, sender, and also the color tracking of the letters. So to start off with, letter setup for reports. So if you are already using RTO Manager, then you must know that we have numerous reports that are available in our system. They have been categorized into different categories such as student services, accounts, management, enrollment, and such. And any person with admin or admin permission, they have the option to go into the manage reports section, and they can view the system reports that are available. So you can, in this page, you can categorize all these reports based on categories such as student services, management, accounts. And in the screenshot, in the top screenshot, you can see that I have categorized one of the letter that is available, called student enrollment details by ID, first name, last name, passport, and date of birth. And here, if you look into the screenshot, then in the fifth column, you can see the type is letter. Now this is a report, and if you want to see what reports are available in the system as letter, then you can go into the page, and any report which are also typed as letter, you can customize this letter. You can create a template of letter for this report, and you can send it as letter for any recipient. So in the managed system reports, whatever letters have a type as letter, you can create a letter and you can set up a letter and send them to desired recipients. So in order to create letter, or in order to set up letter, you can go onto the report section of our menu, and under the report menu, you will see the button called add new or edit letter. And what I'm talking about is the second screenshot in the PowerPoint. So when you click onto the add new or edit letter button, then you will be landing into this page called letter setup. Okay. So how to add a new letter in our system. So like I said before, if you go to report section and if you go to add new letter page, then you will land into this letter setup page. And there is a drop-down called report name. And in the report name, you will find all those reports for which you can set up letters. So like I showed you in the previous slide for the screenshot report, here you can add a new letter for that report. So you can find your desired report, and if you click on add new letter button, which is in the right side of the page, then this form will be displayed to you. And as you can see here, the form consists of an editor, which is similar to any other template, letter or email template pages of the system. So in this page, you can set up letters. You can view letters which are available. You can edit the letters that are available. For example, you can add attachments if you wish to do so. You can create a new parameters for customized values, and you can also preview the letter with values. Okay. So if you click on add new letter, sorry. If you click on add new letter, then you will be displayed with this form. And here you can add a letter name to your letter. You can select recipient. For this specific report, you can select recipient as student or agent. And by selecting a recipient, when you're trying to send letter later from the report section, this letter can be sent to agent or student based on what kind of letter you've set up. And you can also set up categories such as it could be academic, it could be marketing, and it's plainly just for the sake of knowledge of the internal staffs. You can also set up whether or not you want to track the letters. So if you select no, then the letter will not be tracked. And if you select yes, you will be provided with an option to color code the letter. I will show that later on. Okay. So these are the fields that are available in add new letter section. So in the screenshot, I've already added contents for this letter body. So here I've added a letter name called student enrollment letter. This is just an example. I've set up the recipient as student and category as academic. And as you can see in the body of the letter setup template, I've added contents, and these contents also include parameters which are relevant to student. And if there are parameters and later on, when you're sending a letter or when you are generating a letter for a student, then these parameters will get replaced. For example, in place of current date, today's date will be replaced. And in place of first name, the student's first name will be replaced, and likewise. And if there is something that is not replaceable, then it will be displayed as blank. Okay, so when you add your contents, when you add your letter name, which are the mandatory fields in this report, you can click on save, and then a letter will get created for you. So that's in the second screenshot. So after clicking on save, then the letter that you newly added will be displayed under the report name. So you can see a new report called Student Enrollment Letter has been created under the report name Student Enrollment Details by ID, first name, last name, passport, date of birth. Okay. Additionally, you must also see the recipients. You can see created on date, you can see last modified date, and basic audit report of this letter. And you must also see that I have selected the option to track. So by tracking, it means when you click on that checkbox and click on the green icon, you will be provided with options to select the tracking colors. And whenever you send a letter to any student or any agent, then that particular student's role would be highlighted with the tracking color that you have set up. And this will help staffs to track whether or not a letter has already been sent to a student or agent, so they don't repeatedly send the same letter to same student or agent. So how to send the letters or how to generate letters. In order to send or generate letters, you need to go to the report section. So on the same page where you generate your reports, when you use system reports, the other option or the other facility provided is letter. So when you click on the letter icon, you will get landed onto Generate Letters page. So like I had already created a letter for this specific report shown in the screenshot for student enrollment details by ID, first name, last name, passport, date of birth. So I want to send that letter to a student. So in order to do so, I've selected the category, I've selected the report, and I've also filtered a student. So I'm displaying one student in the screenshot, but you may choose to send the same letter to multiple people. So you can see that I've selected a student, and in that page, in the Generate Letter page on the bottom of it, if you have many data, then you would have to scroll all the way down and you will see the letter management section. Okay. So let me go through the letter management section of this page. So this form displays you all the letters that you have created. Before, in 2 slides ago, I had only created 1 letter. So right now you can only see 1 letter under select letter. But if you have created 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, all the letters will be displayed under this section. So you may send this same letter to multiple people. And beside the select letter dropdown, you can also see a magnifying glass icon. So when you click on that icon, then you can just preview letter what you're sending. So it will just display a pop-up of the letter content without the parameter getting replaced, just to allow staffs to verify that they are sending a correct letter. And I'll go through, besides the send mail to students, we have also provided other options such as generating PDF letter. So when you click on the generate PDF letter, and you click on confirm and you've already selected a student, a PDF letter will be generated onto your desktop without sending email to anyone. Okay. And there's also another option, which is to save PDF letter to each student directory. So when you click on that, and when you have selected a bunch of students, or when you have selected students, and when you click on save PDF letter to each student directory and then in confirm, then this PDF file that you have just generated gets also saved onto students' documents. So if you go to student management section, and if you go to their profile, then their documents, a letter PDF will be saved in their folder. And the other options is definitely you can select to send this letter in format of mail to students. You can select only to the private mail or only to their college email, or send to both the emails. You can also, we have also provided the option to carbon copy this email to agent. And you can also CC it further to any other recipient. And there is also this flexibility we have provided to select from options. So if you want to select for academics or IT or accounts, or even whoever has logged into the system, they can be selected as the sender. So overall, this page displays all the letters that are available. Allows the facility to send letters to multiple recipients at the same time. This page also allows to send letter to multiple students at the same time, and other functions that are available are to preview the letter before sending, to generate PDF and save to student directory, and to view tracking facility, to view tracking if there is any available. So you can view tracking by clicking on the view letter track info. I'll go into it in the next slide. So there are 2 types of letter tracking that we are providing. One is color tracking and the other is letter tracking management. So by color tracking, so in previous few slides, I had here displayed in the setup itself, if you if you look into the bottom screenshot, here I have enabled tracking and the tracking color is set as cyan. So now if I go into the forward slide, so here I've already sent a letter to the student behind. So if you see behind the letter management window, you can see that the student has been highlighted with cyan color. So this means that the student has already been sent a letter. So that is one way of tracking the letter. And also furthermore, if you hover over this student row, then you will also see the date and time stamp of when the letter was sent. Okay, so that is the color tracking aspect. And the second is letter tracking management or history tracking. So under every letter section, there is a view letter track info button. So when you click on that, a new window opens up and you can select the letter for that specific report and you can run the report to track when letters were sent. So you can select dates, date range for when letter was sent. So you can select from date and to date. And when you run the report or when you click on view data, then you will find the list of all the reports or all the letters that were sent for this specific letter. So you can see the student ID, student name, and other student details, including the report name and letter name. And also you can see the user that sent the letter as well as the sent date of the letter. And if you want to export the data, you can do so. Likewise, you can also delete the data. So this is all about letter management. If you have any questions, then you may leave in the chat box. And I can go through them. And again, I would like to remind you that this webinar is getting recorded. So we will be uploading this video in the YouTube, and I've also said it in the chat box, and I'll share it again, and you may go to the YouTube channel and watch this video later on. If not, thank you very much for joining today's session. And please have a good Friday.